Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3 fuckers. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends. Remember, go to the Paul Pluta channel for paid reviews. Sponsor Archie on Patreon. It lets me stay full-time. Unless you cunts want me to get a fucking job. You want me to get a job? Well, fuckers, you tell me. You give me the drum, fuckers. And today I want to talk about one of the most unfairest thing to happen in the world. So let's start the story. So anyhow, Omega had this weird organization called NASA. They were going to put a fucking man on the moon. So very successfully, the moon watch made it. It was able to get into space. It got into space. And anyhow, this was a fairly old design. It was 1950s. It came out in the late 50s. So, you know, it was a little bit on the, it was a little bit on the old side by the 70s, you know, the late 60s. And I'm talking David Partridge. Brady Bunch with Marsha Brady. We had the world was shitting it in, fuckers. The world was shitting it in. We had Tricky Dicky, Richard Nixon, one of my all-time favorite US presidents, Tricky Dicky. And then what did the boys in Omega come up with? Well, you know, they love the man on the fucking moon. They love the man on the fucking moon. But it was time to update it. They had a fuckload of cash. This is just before the quartz onslaught. So the little fuckers in Switzerland, you know, they had all this Jewish money. You know, Swiss, the whole banking industry is funded on stolen Jewish money. You know this, don't you? Yeah, after World War II, fuckers, during World War II, all these Jews who are being persecuted, many successful Jewish business people put money into the Swiss banking system, and they never made a withdrawal again. And obviously the Swiss, being such security conscious cunts that they are, they never release any of this money unless you've got the 3 forms of ID, the PIN number, the account number, and 30 other fucking numbers. You know how the Swiss work. I digress. Anyhow, the boys at Omega were over the moon. They'd got the Omega Speedmaster man on the fucking moon into space. So they're eager beavers. What do we do? Well, let's update the fucker. Let's do a few things. Firstly, let's get rid of that stupid halcyon. Let's use sapphire crystal. Let's bring the case up to date. It's very, very 50s. Let's smooth the cunt out. Let's go for an integrated bracelet. Look, that'd be so much cooler. Let's have the chapter ring. The chapter ring itself will have that under our sapphire crystal. Let's smooth out this bastard, because you're thinking Ferrari Daytona. You're thinking Ferrari Dino. Ferrari fucking Dino. That's what you're thinking. So the Swiss came back with the Speedmaster Mark III. No, the Speedmaster Mark II, fuckers. The Speedmaster Mark II. Look at this piece. This piece is everything the original wasn't. It was cool. It was smoothed out. It had that integrated bracelet. Yes. Smoothed out 1970s, late 60s design. It was so cool. So cool. And it came on the scene. Look at this. This was a cool trendsetter. Look at it. It's so fucking cool. Sapphire crystal, smoothed out case. We got, it's just, and it's retained the character and flavor of the original fucker. But the public wasn't interested. What a bunch of cunts! What a bunch of cunts! It's like when I worked at KBR. We were running Windows XP, and some of the applications needed 64-bit, so you used Windows XP 64, which was a shitter of an operating system. No, we couldn't go to Windows 7. No. Or we couldn't. We had to use XP because that had been authorized by the IT department. It's the same thing with NASA. No. Can't change it. We've already tested the other one. Just leave it be. It's all fine. All fine. What a bunch of turkeys. Because the Swiss boys came to NASA. Knock. We got a new watch for you. We have a new watch for you. We've improved it. And the Americans, fuck off. We don't need that shitters. They treated them like Jehovah's Witnesses coming to the door. It was so sad. And the Speedmaster Mark II, well, it's very sad. It's a very sad story. It's very sad. It's very, very sad indeed. It fell to bits because the shitters didn't see the benefit in the Speedmaster Mark II. It was so awful. What a bunch of cunts. And that's what happened. The glory days at Omega. They missed the biggest opportunity. If only NASA had come on board, but they were a bunch of American cunters. A bunch of American cunters who weren't interested. They weren't interested. Nasty fuckers. And the Speedmaster Mark II, it kind of now, so sad. There was such optimism, such enthusiasm. They fucked it, fuckers. They fucked it up. They got fucked up the ass. Yes, it's very sad. It's the way history is. The victor writes the history books. And it's a nasty situation. So that's what happened. The Omega Speedmaster Mark II is probably, the perfect Speedmaster. But unfortunately, shitters, it didn't go that way. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Fuckers. Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3, telling tales about the Omega. Speedmaster, man on the fucking moon. Tell me what you miserable fuckers think of that. Cut!
Yo, someone left a comment asking me what do I think about ArchieLuxury and what other watch YouTube channels do I watch. Well, let's just briefly comment what other watch channels do I watch. I am subscribed to pretty much all of the major watch channels. So yeah, regarding ArchieLuxury, well, I don't really want to say this, but I will, because you asked me to, so I will oblige. But I'm a fan of ArchieLuxury.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.